Shalom, shalom, shalom. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Peace and power to the throne of King David. All praises, peace and blessings and salutations, Royal House. Hope y'all are all caught up to speed on the video that I just put up, the recap. That was necessary just to get you like right there. So, pretty sure you're wondering now that you know what's happening. You know how things going to end up. You know where you're going. You know, get caught up, taken all the way up, right? All right, but then what? What happens then? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. All of you sanctified and saved sons and daughters of the Most High, you'll be up in the cloud with the rest of the heavenly beings chilling, seeing what the good life is all about. Yeah, seeing what the good life is all about. Probably, I don't know, learning Paleo Hebrew, or being downloaded with it. I don't think we're going to be sitting in no class. All right. And just, I don't know, hanging with the angels, you know, pick something, you know. All I can tell you is that it's going to be glorious. It's going to be something like you've never seen before. That's going to happen to all of you ladies and your children. All of y'all going to be up there, man. You're going to be up there. Happy, dancing, shouting, crying, you know. That's what happens when we get out of here. But what's happening down here on earth? Well, that's where we come in. You see, when you look at these camps, right? None of them can answer this. They don't even know the steps as to what's going to go down. They're not decent and in order, right? There's work to be done down here. All right. This is where the Royal House Imperial Guard comes in. All right. What happens to us? Well, we got to start securing a place for us to set up shop after we mark the elect, the Northern Kingdom. It's going to be our job to go down and go groundside, mark the elect. Well, Yahushua is going to mark the elect, and we are going to beat and torment all the ones that didn't repent. Yeah. So, Imperial Guard, better get yourself ready. So what's it going to be like? What's it going to look like, man? What's it going to look like down here? Well, now that we can open up these scriptures and see, okay, now we know the order of things, and we know now what the scriptures mean when it says this or that. So, what's it going to look like, all right, after the Most High sends that fire down? Well, I'm finna let you know. I'm getting ready to let you hear what's going to happen in the aftermath. All right. Let's go to Isaiah 24. Start at verse 1. Behold, The Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. So when that fire come down, it's going to burn up millions of people everywhere. Animals too, trees, everything. Everything going to get burnt up. Everything you know, right? There's not going to be any communication, no cell phones. Why is that? Why do you say that? Well, when he brings that ring of fire down, you know what's up in the atmosphere. It's the satellites. Once those go out, all communication will be cut. Power will be cut. No running water, no hot water. All right. Just scorched earth and burned up forests, buildings, cities, everything gone. Okay. And turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. Verse 2. And it shall be, as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. That means everybody gonna get the same thing. I don't care how rich you are, how poor you are, how healthy you are, how fat you are, how fit you are, how tall you are, how skinny you are, how pretty you are, how ugly you are, how much long hair you have. If you're bald-headed, everybody gonna get the same thing, right? The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken his word. He is going to fuck this place up. No mercy. Verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. You hear that? The earth mourns and fades away. The world languisheth. That means no crops, no vegetables, no fruit, nothing. Okay? And the haughty people, the arrogant people, all right, of the earth do languish. So all of you BBLs, BBWs, Instagram models, movie stars, whoever you be, you're going to be in the worst position that you could ever think of. Starving, dirty, hungry, no shelter, nowhere to go, right? Nowhere to lay your head. Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. Remember Deuteronomy 30:7? He said that he's going to turn all these curses upon all of those that hate us. Well, this is it. He said, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. It's the fire. And they that dwell therein. Who? Whoever's left. Whoever you unlucky wretch is out there that's left to live in this. This is what he says. Therefore, the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Let me get a definition of desolate. Deserted of people, and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness. Right? That's what it means. and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Few men left. Verse 7. The new wine mourns, the vine languish, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of the harp ceaseth. You read a New Living Translation in verse 8. The cheerful sound of tambourines is stilled, the happy cries of celebration are heard no more, the melodious chords of the harp are silent. Verse 9. They shall not drink wine with song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. New Living Translation. The city risks in chaos. Every home is locked to keep out intruders. Verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. When they say a crying for wine, it's talking about a word from the Lord. Why did this happen? What happened? People are going to lose hope. Well, what happened? Why did this happen? There's no news, no TV. It's all gone. What happened? Well, we need that wine. Well, what did the Lord say? Well, this had to be him. What do we do? No answers. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning of grapes when the vintage is done. New Living Translation, verse 13. Throughout the earth, the story is the same. Only a remnant is left, like the stray olives left on a tree, or the few grapes left on a vine after harvest. They shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord. They shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore, glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord power of Israel in the isles of the sea. From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth. Let me take it back up to verse 16, New Living Translation. We hear songs of praise from the ends of the earth, songs that give glory to the righteous one, but my heart is heavy with grief. Weep for me, for I wither away. Deceit still prevails, and treachery is everywhere. Verse 17. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who flees from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. New Living Translation in verse 17. Terror and traps and snares will be your lot, you people of the earth. Those who flee in terror will fall into a trap, and those who escape the trap will be caught in a snare. Destruction falls like rain from the heavens. The foundations of the earth do shake. Verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth that are upon the earth. So, when it says that he who escapes the trap is going to get caught in the snare and all that, that means wherever you go, whoever's here, not only do you have to fight the elements, not only do you have to try and survive with no food, no water, no protection, no shelter from the elements, no shelter from any wild animals that are left out here, all right, who are going to be extra hungry. You have nothing to fight them off with. No weapons, because all the weapons are going to be destroyed or melted. Most High getting rid of everything. And if you get away from them, they're going to be hordes, all right, of cannibals, because they're going to be nothing to eat. So men are going to hunt men, and men are going to kill men and cook men and eat them, and don't have any children, okay? They're going to be the main course. So you're not going to be safe anywhere. Not to mention the smoke, the big columns of smoke billowing up and filling up the air, the heat, all right? It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible for you to be left down here. Terrible, all right? And especially these arrogant, pompous, what do they call them? Cabal. All of these fucking senators and congressmen and governors and senators and all of them, all right? This is what's going to happen to them. It says, and it shall come to pass that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings that are upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together, as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days, they shall be visited. Read the New Living Translation. Verse 21. In that day the Lord will punish the gods in the heavens and the proud rulers of the nations of the earth. They will be rounded up and put in prison. They will be shut up in prison and will finally be punished. And y'all know who's going to do that. We are. We're going to round them up. We're going to throw them in a big-ass pit. And we're going to beat the fuck out of them day and night. They're going to hate life. Verse 33. Then the moon shall be confounded and the sun ashamed when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and before his ancients gloriously. New Living Translation. Verse 23. Then the glory of the moon will wane, and the brightness of the sun will fade. For the Lord of heaven's armies will rule on Mount Zion. He will rule in great glory in Jerusalem, in the sight of all the leaders of his people. All praises. All praises. So, when does all this ass kicking begin? When does all of this happen? Well, it happens the next day. We go up that Friday, and we come back down that Saturday, just like that. We escort all of you civilians up top, and then we go ground side. Yeah. It's all through the scriptures. Think about it. We got so much more reading to do. All right? We got to go through 2nd Esdras 13, 14, 15, and 16. We got to go through Revelation 17 and 18. Got to go through Revelation 9. Joel chapter 2. Micah chapter 4. I mean, got a lot of reading to do. But I'm going through it at a good pace so you can absorb it. Right. This is why I've been telling y'all that we're going to have work to do once we get out of here. See, got plenty of work to do. The kingdom of heaven coming not with observation. So, 6th day, up in the cloud. Day 7, which would have been my birthday. All right, that's our first day of eternity. Right back down here. Imperial Guard better be ready. What y'all need to be doing right now, not just to guard everybody in here, man. You need to be clearing your mind. All right? You need to be sanctifying your spirit once and for all. If there's anything you got against anybody, okay? If there's anything you got against anybody, all right? You need to deal with that. All right? You need to deal with it. You need to make sure that you're on your square all the way. I'm telling you. This is nothing to play with. This is the most serious thing that you will ever do. Right? We're prepared to receive Father of Lights. All right? You don't want anything in you that's not like him. Okay? Now, I'm not just saying for you to just make amends with wicked people and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. All right? Some people don't need to be in your life. Some people don't need to be around you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about in this house, in this royal house, and everybody that's still in this house, not people that have been thrown out of here for being just assholes and not believing and being wicked. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about people that are still in here that are still in the faith, all right, and that are still in a positive and active way in this body, all right. If there's anything, in the way or anything that you might be feeling about somebody, you need to get that out the way. You need to, you gotta forgive or whatever it's gonna take, man. Because, like I say, when this stuff starts, you don't want to be scrambling, right? You don't. I just think about all of the people that have come through here and left. All the people I tried to hang on to, all the people that I fought tooth and nail to, get this truth across to them and, try to, whatever I had to do, bend over backwards, talk to them, counsel them, call them, try to keep up with them, try to, everything. And they still fell out of here. And now they're getting ready to see why I was trying so hard to not let this happen. Because they are going to be in the worst possible situation that anybody could be in. They are finna get the Most High's worst. Okay? They're finna get his worst. Nobody can construct a hellish world more than the Most High. His wrath is going to be long and continuous. All right? This is why I've worked so hard to keep my, my slate clean. I've done everything I can to warn everybody and keep everybody edified and educated and everything, but some people believed me, some people didn't. Some people listened, some people laughed at me, some people scoffed at me, some people talked about me behind my back, some people doubted, some people doubt my identity. So, what I've done from the heart, because I didn't want anybody to have to go through what they're getting ready to go through if they live through that fire and end up on this earth. This place is going to be pure hell. I'll tell y'all something. It's a movie you should watch. And I'm pretty sure you saw it before, a lot of y'all, because I named it years ago, but you need to watch that movie, The Road. That is probably the closest depiction of what these scriptures is describing. The Road, R-O-A-D, with Viggo Mortensen. All right? It's about a man and his son, and the world got destroyed in this fashion. They didn't say it was a nuclear war or nothing like that. No. He said it was just a flash of light. And then everything was burned up. The whole world was on fire, just burnt up. And everywhere he went, you could see it. The cloud, the sky was gray and gloomy, and pillars of smoke going up in the sky, just like the Bible say. And him and his son had to live, man, from pillar to post. They was starving. They was hungry. They had to dodge hordes of cannibals. All right. They were hiding in the trees and watching a woman and her daughter by herself running from them, and they got caught. The men surrounded them. They didn't say what they did, but, I mean, they ran up on these houses, man, where they were housing people in there. And when he opened the door and went inside, man, some of them was missing arms and missing legs, and they was in there. It was like a meat locker. And they would chop off pieces of them and eat it and then leave them in there. And then when they wanted some more, they'd come back. I mean, it was that bad. Yeah. I watched it last week after coming across this information through the scriptures, and I watched it again, and the movie looked totally different. I was like, oh, shit. So that's what happened, and this is why it's going down like that. So, telling y'all, if y'all got time, think it's on either Prime or Netflix, just punch it in. The Road. It'll come up. It'll come up. And hey, man, when I say these people was towed back, and it wasn't no crowds. It was just him and his son, and they running the people like one person here, one person there. But, I mean, everything was fucked up. And this shit had been going on for like years, and it's like the fires was still going in some places, man. It was a hell of a movie, man. I know they got that from the scriptures. So, like I say, this is just the first video, all right? I'm bringing you through it slow so that you can get the gist of what's getting ready to go down. But there's more to it than this, all right? More to it than this. But we'll tackle that on the next go-round, all right? Barakatah to the Father of lights, peace and power to Yahweh Shai, peace and power to the throne of King David, and peace and blessings to you out there, Royal House, all right? We on countdown. I will see y'all on the next video. This is your King and Shepherd KD, and I'm out. Shalom.